How we doing, everybody, and welcome back to The Catalyst, where we break down and highlight some bullish trends, sentiment, and technical analysis in the crypto market. Today, we are back on the AMP subreddit. Someone actually asked a pretty good, hypothetical question. So they began questioning, what if FLEXA is set to be the payment rail for the metaverse? And then he follows it up with kind of a joke. And I think that's a really interesting question to ask. Obviously, there's a lot of hype around the metaverse right now, with Facebook quite literally changing their parent company name to Meta, and implying that their intention is to be the front runner in leading the development of the metaverse. But I think this is a good question to ask. If we're already projecting that AMP could be one of, or if not the best, collateral system that we could use to make payments for various types of currencies, whether it's crypto or otherwise, there's reason to believe that the metaverse itself, just as a whole, is going to be subject to a lot of transactions, first off with NFTs and all sorts of the endless possibilities of things that could happen on the metaverse with job creation things and simple activities, whether it's creative things or things for leisure or gaming or whatever happens on the metaverse. It's expected that obviously you'll be able to make a lot of transactions within it, and to complete these transactions, there's going to be, in most cases, differing currencies, from one person converting one crypto into another to make a transaction, etc. And FLEXA and AMP in general is already primed to kind of handle that type of transactionary, surplus that we'd be seeing, especially with such a diverse set of currencies that would potentially be used in the metaverse. So it's just something kind of interesting to think about how the implications of AMP and FLEXA and their ability to kind of process these types of transactions, while also knowing that we're basically just kind of effectively scaling the necessary transactions that requires FLEXA to be involved in, or where it's a benefit to have FLEXA involved in. Those types of transactions of cross fiat or between cross currency types of transactions are ones that will be in a great surplus on the metaverse. So it's just kind of an interesting thing. Obviously, it's unpredictable as to how developed the metaverse is going to be, how much use it's going to get, but we do know it's in development and it's already kind of a thing. People are already building games, NFTs are going wild, so it's almost inevitable if we get to Ready Player One levels in our lifetime. Who knows? I guess it's certainly possible, but that's not something that is in the short term probably. But I do think some of the more immediate applications that the metaverse has, and any transactions kind of associated with that, like I said, FLEXA would be kind of primed to manage that type of stuff, which would dramatically scale its use case, because it would go from just real world applications to now it's applying to all cryptos in most of their uses elsewhere outside of transactionary things. Now it's applied to all NFTs, and any type of exchanges that happen in the metaverse. So interesting little thought to have there. Obviously, if we ever get any more news about this, I think that'd be a cool thing to cover, and I'll keep you guys updated as some of this stuff kind of develops. But a cool hypothetical question to kind of ask, going into major corporations like Facebook taking on the metaverse and actually trying to develop it themselves, and quite quickly at that as well. So just a step forward here. This is a longer term kind of ambitious thought, so just keep that in mind, but I think it's a good one to have, and I think it's relatively reasonable as well. So that's all I got for you guys. Let me know what you think. Do you think that FLEXA could handle all the types of transactions that would happen on the metaverse? And if not, I guess let me know your thoughts otherwise, and we will catch you guys next time. Peace.